today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, this is the National Football League. Jalen Hurts and the...
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Locke going to throw on the first play. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll run here with a rookie. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll go again with Tracy. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now to the air, Locke. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing is Hurts. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Locke. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Here's Locke to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, look at the juke. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Up the middle with Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal. And now the rookie's free. Now he's free to midfield. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Running left is Tracy. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Right back to Tracy. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On the give, it's Tracy. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Daniel Bellinger. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out come the Eagles. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. But first down, Hurts. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Eagles are back within a score. Point after here coming up. And that one makes it 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
3rd and 9 here. Block now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to get this up to midfield. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They go play action with Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And they're going to have another first down. As the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. They'll look to throw again. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Oh, nice job there, bringing the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jalen Hurts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Looking middle, and that's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've hit halftime and okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. A handoff to Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards there and another first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeaux from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Had this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On play action, they'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's... Incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Check 50. Check 50.
He'll drop to throw. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Locke going to throw. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They look to throw. It's Locke. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Locke now on 1st down. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Locke. Another pass complete to Bellinger. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Here's Tracy. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Locke. And it'll be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, 58 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Just an absolute heartbreaker there. He catches it off the deflection on the Hail Mary for the touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, as a defender, you're taught just to bat that thing down to the ground as quickly as you can.
That's what you're trying to do. But the offensive guys, what they're working on is sometimes keeping it alive, almost like volleyball where they tip it up in the air. And instead of spiking it at the other end, someone else comes along and grabs it. So even if it's unintentional, they've been working on the deflection for a long time. That tip ball, defensive backs have to continue to work on that and go up and get it. And as you said, either knock it to the ground or grab it themselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Operating from the gun, Locke. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault, because to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
On play action, Locke. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. On the run, it's Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, that's into a double. Team, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Brandon, these cornerbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Shotgun snap to Locke. Robinson hauling it in outright. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Needed 13. They got 14 on 3rd down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
2nd down, here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd and 6. Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Hurts to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play hit. We're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Looking to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Trap 60, trap 60. Okay, just like that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
second down. Here's Jalen Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Uzomah. Breaks through the contact. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. C.J. Uzomah. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Hurts will throw. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the fourth. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and use. It well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
New York set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. This one is Slayton over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Lock on the bootleg. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Lock now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lock off of play action. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
A short throw pulled in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. What a big fourth-quarter fumble recovery a moment ago. And now they are set up with a chance to take the lead. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That one downfield for Dotson. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers. And
a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Third down, here's Tracy. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll try and run for it. No, and I think he went backward. He did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 2nd and 9. This is Barkley, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll set up a throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Locke. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner, and a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So, nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's 1st down. On the ground, here comes Tracy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Locke, got to have this one. He's got this complete to Robinson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. To throw is Locke. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Back to throw. Locke. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 5. A little under 50 seconds to go. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. It's Brown with a great grab. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. All
right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left. Want to save it.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Lock to throw. This ball intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
On first down, Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they...
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Kicker Jake Bates has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 30.